everyone. My name is Erica Denham, and I'm with MetaProcure. MetaProcure is the procurement services and workforce management solutions business line of Metasys Technologies Incorporated, based in Atlanta, Georgia. Today, we're going to talk about the maturation of contingent workforce management programs. Joining me is Jeff Hebert. Jeff is the Director of Supply Chain at MetaProcure and the architect of the MetaProcure MSP Development Framework. He's responsible for leading current state opportunity assessments and developing client roadmaps to viable future states of contingent workforce management. Prior to joining MetaProcure, Jeff served as a procurement director for MetLife and procurement vice president at State Street Bank, where he drove multi-million-dollar category management strategies to achieve the organization's cost, quality, and service objectives. Welcome, Jeff.
Hi, thank you, Erica. It's nice to be here with you today.
It's great to have you. Well, let's get started. So, Jeff, what does it mean that a managed services program has plateaued?
Yeah, Erica, I hear that a lot from first-generation MSP clients, and usually what that means is that up until recently, their contingent workforce management program had been producing measurable improvements in the areas of cost, cycle times, user satisfaction, and spend under management. Those performance indicators had been steadily improving. That their program has plateaued means that improvement is no longer detected. And Erica, as you know, if you are not improving under these programs, you're at risk of declining. That could result in increased cost, deteriorating performance, or declining user satisfaction. This type of situation leaves these programs open to scrutiny.
I got it. Okay, well, how do you recognize that your managed program has plateaued?
Well, a good indicator that your program has plateaued is when the key performance indicators that provide the perspective of time, cost, efficiency, satisfaction, and retention have either stopped improving or are sliding back.
And is that always a problem?
Not necessarily. For example, if customer satisfaction has flattened out at 98%, there may be a diminishing rate of return on your investment in time and effort to try to push that to 100%. Or a plateau may be the indicator you've been waiting for to take your program to the next level. The problem comes when you have plateaued unexpectedly.
What are some of the costs associated with this type of situation?
Well, the situation may be costing the company in several ways. It could lead to increased costs in the form of higher rates or in lost productivity as a result of job vacancies. It can easily lead to user dissatisfaction, which can eventually lead to noncompliance and the loss of purchasing discipline. So this situation can really negatively impact program credibility.
Jeff, what causes a program to plateau?
Many things could cause a program to plateau unexpectedly, but it probably comes down to the lack of an adequate plan for continuous improvement. If you've plateaued, chances are pretty good that you're operating under a first-generation contingent workforce management program that doesn't employ the more advanced management practices that drive continuous improvement today.
Okay, so how do you get it back on track?
Well, getting back on track means getting the KPIs moving in the right direction again. And in order to do that, you need to start by diagnosing your situation, determining the opportunities for continuous improvement, and then applying the appropriate strategies and techniques to pursue those opportunities. I believe there's value in obtaining fresh perspective from someone with experience assessing these situations. Program owners and operators, I find, can be too close to the situation to apply the objectivity required.
That makes a lot of sense. So, Jeff, how do you avoid plateauing in the first place?
Well, as we discussed earlier, you may not be able to avoid plateauing or even want to avoid plateauing. Plateauing could be a part of the maturation process, but you can avoid plateauing unexpectedly by mapping out a maturity plan for your program. Contingent workforce management programs pass through levels of maturity, and each level builds on the previous one, and each level has its own user demand and service supply characteristics. Without a plan, programs will plateau. For example, the cost-saving levers you pull when you first launched your program eventually become ineffective. For instance, how many times can you count on your suppliers to reduce their price in order to produce your next round of savings? A plan acknowledges that these types of levers have lifespans, and a plan will position your program to put the next set of levers in play. But Erica, as you would suspect, the challenges associated with program maturity are more sophisticated and more complex, producing cost structure impact and work structure impact, effectively changing the way work gets done, as you'll need to do in the transformation stages of your program, requires very tight collaboration with business owners. You can't expect to impact SOW spend, for instance, without coming out from behind your desk and engaging directly with your internal stakeholders.
That makes a lot of sense. So, Jeff, what does a program plan look like?
Well, programs typically go through routine stages of development. The first stage is that of business efficiency. Once that stage has been achieved, the program and the organization are ready to employ practices that contribute to the next stage, business effectiveness, and finally, those practices that produce true business transformation. A program plan will reveal the user demand characteristics and corresponding supply requirements at each level, as well as the strategies and tactics to be employed and the milestones to be achieved. So, for instance, in the early stages of program operations, the need is for foundational systems, purchase level cost savings, and activity reporting. So it's incumbent upon the program operator to provide those basic services and systems along with rudimentary spend management fundamentals. Once early stage operations have stabilized, a plan will allow you to increase the program's business impact and avoid an unplanned plateau.
Sounds good. So, Jeff, we started by asking the question, your contingent workforce management program has plateaued. Now what? In a nutshell, what's your advice?
Well, to review, programs plateau when KPIs are no longer moving in the desired direction. Plateauing is a problem only when it's unplanned or unexpected, and probably is the result of not having a maturity roadmap for your program. So to avoid plateauing in the first place, or to adjust for unexpected plateaus, my advice is to perform a current state opportunity assessment, determining where you are starting from on the maturity curve, what gaps you need to fill, what improvement opportunities lay ahead, and what you need to do to get your program to where you want it to be.
Sounds good. Thanks for the great information, Jeff. To get to where you ultimately want to be, you have to start by assessing your current situation, and I know that you can help with that.
That's right.
To contact Jeff today, you can call him at 781-297-9766 or email him at jabear@metaprocure.com. You can also visit our website at www.metaprocure.com for more information about our services, and please connect with us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Thank you so much, Jeff, and everyone have a great day.